All right, we're pretty much finished with this studio, and I wanted to show you everything that's in it, including that's where the producer sits when we do a podcast, like the rewatchables right there. That's set up for 3 seats. This is where I do my one-on-one stuff with people like House. I sit in that chair, I look in that camera, but I really want to show you the posters specifically and why I chose some of them. This is one of the first Nike basketball posters ever. It's a Supreme Court poster. They're all dressed like justices. Late 70s range. I have no idea why they did this, other than that there's just a lot of cocaine back in the late 70s. We'll come back to that later, but this is just super goofy. I love this poster. I love this one too. This was the Bird Dr. J computer game. It was called One on One. This is the poster they did for it. Weirdly, these guys got in a fight in 1984 in real life during a basketball game that I attended, but we didn't have a lot of good computer basketball games back then. This was a good one. This is the SNL cast, I think season 3. This is an original poster. Really neat how they did it back then with the colors, but you can see Chevy Chase is in there. Bill Murray is. Love that show. Love this guy, Moses Malone, who right now is in the corner, just kind of guarding the corner to see what happened. This was a Nike poster where they made him a religious figure because, again, it was the 80s. Have some pop culture books here. Some first edition books that got turned into movies that I love. And then my guy Goldman in the back, just kind of looking out the window. Some sports stuff as well, too, including my book, the first 4 Grantland books, just some stuff I like. Okay. Collectors Convention in Chicago last summer. You might remember I bought these 2 things. I used to have that 1986 World Champions thing and would bring it to games and wave it. No girlfriend to be seen. This was the Ali Zaire ticket. This is Hearns Leonard, my favorite fight of all time. Leonard was my guy. Saw this closed circuit, Boston Garden, 1981. Most of the crowd was rooting for Hearns. It hurt my feelings, but Sugar Ray came through. Got Fred Lynn in there. This is a rewatchables card set somebody gave me at one of our shows. 2004 Red Sox ticket. Grantland beer exists somewhere in Europe. Had to buy that. Bill Walton, he made it. Celtics Cup. Autographed Pat's helmet from the 75 season, I think. It's real. Got it in an auction. This is the first Nike basketball poster ever. That's Paul Westphal, who ended up making 4 first-team All-NBAs, was a great player. Played for the Celtics initially. Phoenix, then Seattle. Fish That Saves Pittsburgh. It's a basketball crossed with a rom-com and astrology, starring Dr. J. Kareem's in it, a classic. This 90210 poster might be the whitest poster anyone's ever made. That's from one of the beach seasons, maybe season 2, season 3. Look at Steve. Look at that guy. One of the comedy legends of the 90s. And right underneath, I'm sure you're not going to be surprised to see an Ali Frazier from the second fight, Madison Square Garden poster, because, 90210, Ali, they go hand in hand. Bobby Orr, first great Boston athlete I ever kind of followed. I vaguely remember his last season when his knees were okay, 74-75 season. The hockey card you wanted for the mid-70s, you wanted Bobby Orr. I love that poster too. It's a classic. Bullets. I don't know. Found this, I think, on eBay. I loved when the Washington Wizards were called the Bullets. It's a way to get House basically involved in the studio in some way. This Chesterfield thing, it's been in a couple of my offices. That's Ben Hogan. He's just firing up a dart, feeling great about it. Wants you to smoke a dart too. It's been his steady smoke for 7 years. I just missed the days when golfers could plug cigarettes. This fast break poster has been in every office I've ever had, and I think even other places. I've had this for a while. You can see it's kind of banged up. Gabe Kaplan, Fast Break, the most politically incorrect sports movie ever made, but Bernard King's Apex Mountain, other than the 84 Eastern Conference Finals. And then Gabe Kaplan doing this and Welcome Back Kotter same time. Just great stuff. I'm the only person in the world who has this White Shadow Nike poster, and I don't know how I found it. It's a miracle. This was my favorite TV show growing up, and that's Ken Howard as Ken Reeves. Just an all-timer. Speaking of all-timers, Michael Myers. You could see him in the background when we did Halloween 2 for the rewatchables. This is the original mask, even though he didn't wear that for Halloween 4. But I fully support their choice to use it anyway. Got a couple bobbleheads here. This 1977 Schlitz Red Sox schedule where you could, I guess, rip off each one of them. Just cool. Had to have it. Birds in there again with magic. This is the Choose Your Weapon Converse campaign. You might remember the commercials. You might not remember them just going ass to ass for no reason at all, but that happened. Up there, 2 movie posters. That's Rollerball and then Goodfellas. This Goodfellas poster, just an A+. Really, really great. I like the black and white. I just like everything about it. Look at those guys. Just picture them in a prison cell all making pasta together, 3 of them anyway. Never went to prison. Bull Durham, got this at the Collectors Convention in Chicago. Cigarette ad, really cool. Like the colors. It fits with some of the colors we have here. So, The National, a sports newspaper that meant a lot to me. Little metal sign, had to get it. Basketball Hall of Fame. Another eBay miracle for me. Pointing right to the Book of Basketball poster that we made for my paperback. I think we made like 500 copies. Really awesome. This was a poster made from the painting that John Skipper commissioned of the Book of Basketball that then hung in his office. It's a 6x8 awesome painting. And Jimmy Pitaro took over the office, still has it, and it's still hanging up there. And they won't give me the painting, even though I co-created 30 for 30 for them, gave them 15 great years. So thank you, ESPN. Always a pleasure. Blues Brothers. This is an original. It was an Annie Leibovitz photo, I think. But this is from the late 70s. Really cool. Like having Belushi was one of my original guys. Sal gave me this autographed Drake May goal line pylon. Love it. White Shadow parking thing that they would give to people who parked on the lot. Had to have it for no reason at all. Here's another prized possession. This is my second favorite poster that I have. The Juice is loose on NBC TV. It's O.J. Simpson. This was before he killed his wife and a waiter and got away with it. So they didn't know that when they made the poster. I also don't really know what Spot Built was, but I guess it was like a Converse Puma type competitor to Nike. But the Juice is loose. This is my favorite poster ever. Jam Session. Early 80s NBA. This was the league I loved the most during the time that it was probably the most fun to be an NBA fan because nobody really liked the NBA back then, but I loved it. And they brought all these guys together. It's supposedly Palos Verde or Venice. Put them all together. It's the height of the cocaine era. I'm going to guess some things happened after the photo shoot. God only knows what. But man, do I love this poster. So many of my favorites in here. There's Moses and Artis Gilmore in the middle. Maurice Lucas is there. People like Phil Smith, who I don't think were in any other posters. Dan Ranfield. That's, I think, John Drew. He had some issues. Anyway, there's Westfall. Bernard King, another one of my guys. Anyway, see the Chief in the background, Robert Parrish. Great poster. So here is my favorite NBA top set ever. It is the 1976-77. They made the Tall Boy set during the year of the ABA-NBA merger. I miraculously got these uncut sheets at some point in life. And they're just the best. I don't know why they haven't brought these back. Look how cool these cards are. And just the best era possible. Like you can see James Silas here. He's got the All-Star card. And then they were just like, let's just grab the next photo. And they just made 2 cards out of that. Tom Van Arsdale, Jack. Like these were like high school yearbook headshots. Billy Cunningham. Anyway, I love that one. I love this Fenway sign as well. It's kind of pointing up in the direction of Sly Stallone, who had to be in the studio. My guy. Uncut sheet from the 1981-82 season for Topps. Like the colors. This is the Western Conference one they did. David Thompson, just on the side of this giant rack. But this is David Thompson who was Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan. And this poster is just incredible. And it's a pony poster. I love it. It's I think it's one of the best basketball posters ever. So he made it. And then I think this is the best Michael Jordan poster. It's the square dunking kind of over his head poster. This is beaten up. I probably have to get another one, but it's got some sentimental value. So love that one. This was the 1972-73 top set that just the colors were great. It was a little psychedelic that year. The letters were weird. This is very like the Bradys are about to grow their afros and Greg's about to live in the attic in the Brady Bunch era kind of colors and look. Bruce Springsteen, one of my original guys. I just love the poster. I'm not going to see the movie, by the way. I think that guy's too short to play Bruce Springsteen, so I'm skipping it. Anyway, Born to Run, black and white. It's like a 50-plus year photo or poster. Book of Basketball. This was the week my book went #1. Had to commemorate that. That was like winning the title for me. Okay, Celtics tradition. Miller Lite, 1986 champs. Sadly, all these guys are dead. Tommy Heinsohn, Casey Jones, Red Auerbach, Sam Jones. Just celebrating Miller Lite. I used to like the Miller Lite campaign when they used the old retired players. By the way, forgot to mention, that's Tommy Heinsohn's license plate. My dad won it in some auction or bought it somewhere or something, and he had it in his house. I just stole it. I needed it for the set. And I also needed this Go Patriots thing that they used to bring to AFL games, and they would yell into them, and it would apparently make noise. They don't have these anymore. Okay, last two things. So the Fours, which was this iconic bar that everyone went to after Celtic games and did not make it during COVID. But when I was basically, I don't know when they put this in the lobby. It was in the mid-'80s somewhere. And it was Bob Ryan's gamer after the Celtics won Game 6 of the 1981 finals, which with this famous picture, which is the best bird red picture ever. And they had this. And when I was a kid, I would go in there and I would read this and I'd be like, someday I'm going to have a thing get framed in the Fours. And I just always loved this. So when they auctioned off all their stuff, there was no way I wasn't getting this. And this was the other thing they auctioned off that I bought. I bought some glasses too. But this was a Patriots thing that they had. And it was framed in a prominent place in the bar. And I always loved it because this is the best Pats helmet jersey combo we ever had. I mean, look at that. It's fucking magnificent. That's Stanley Morgan, who is the most underrated Patriot in the history of the franchise, the Steamer. Just terrible quarterbacks year after year. He's catching 20 yards a game, or 20 yards a catch, and had basically Hall of Fame numbers for that era, never playing with anybody. They're playing the Raiders, probably losing, and then there's a pissy sign with people who they would come to the games. They were so black sheepy back then that people would bring signs making fun of the team as they're going to the games. So anyway, that is the entire studio. There it is. You just got the tour. Might have one more spot way up there for one more thing. We'll see. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.